Well, good morning, world. See my kitty there? That's Kasha the cat. She's an indoor outdoor cat. She makes decisions. She comes and goes as she pleases. Sometimes she'll go out for hours at a time and you never know where she is. I've seen her blocks away from the house. Very adventurous little individual. Good cat. Yeah, it's nice to have a little companion from nature. Uh, Come on, let's go, kitty. Go. I gotta give a talk here. All right. This morning, uh, I, I, I've got a few things I want to talk about regarding mental health. All right, the therapeutic relationship. When you go to see a mental health professional, you encounter the therapeutic relationship. The therapeutic relationship is the person you're going to see for counseling or prescriber or however you want to, anyone that's going to treat you. They're not your friend, they're not your relative, not your anyone you can relate to personally on any level. It is a cold, selfless shield that psychiatry drops in order, more or less, to protect themselves from things like transference. That is, uh, it rubbing off on them through attachments or whatever. It's called transference. And that's a definite failure in psychoanalysis. Another thing I want to talk about, that's one of the relationships. Relationships are important. That's one that you must know. A second relationship, which is your primary relationship, and that is one that everyone shares as individuals. We share our aloneness, our individuality, the ego, which is the encapsulated self. And that's such a limited thing because such a small little particle, a mere atom, not even a molecule, is the ego, the encapsulated self. Beyond that's the entire universe. And the individual relationship, some say it's a spiritual thing, a higher power, a universal force of nature. No matter what you want to call it, I won't use terms of religion. It doesn't really have much to do with religion. It's it's just a force that unites the universe. Let's look at it that way in terms of physics. And this is the only relationship that holds true throughout all of your lifespan. Your relationship with yourself and the universe, within and without you. I think it's necessary to tell you the wonderful results of 25 years of psychotherapy, chemotherapy, medications, electroconvulsive therapy. They actually believe in that shit. Burning brain cells is going to make you better. I've had a very good friend, an RN from Illinois, Nurse Cody, and she described shock treatment as a rape of the soul. I think that's the closest description of what many psychiatrists are very enthusiastic to apply in the treatment of another. medication trials throughout all the years. Today is not that subject. We'll go there. What I want to say is what all this has left and a profound effect on my psyche. It's left me with crippling self-doubt. All right, in the psychological process, throughout your life, there's your core being, your relationship with the universe, these people who offer help in a very impersonal manner, which works as both a shield and a scientific method. One thing you should be aware of when you turn to psychiatry and the type of medicine and healing the American Psychiatric or Psychological Association, they're only looking for pathology. They're not looking at you. They're looking for what's wrong with you. They don't give a shit, excuse my language. They don't care about you. That's the therapeutic relationship. And all they're looking for is pathology, neuropathology. And what's a diagnosis? It's a label. And why do they use these labels other than to follow a treatment plan? For insurance, money, big money, big pharma, big money, insurance, big money. Someone's got to pay the doctor's bills so they can analyze you. So this paralyzing self-doubt, I've been through all kinds of unbelievable hardship. I've witnessed things you couldn't imagine in this life. Not delusions, not hallucinations, just with everyday life. To embrace, for instance, I worked with some elders, and there was an elderly woman, a wonderful person, and she was in the course of passing away. And I had my long locks and my whiskers and whatnot. The treatment team that was working with her didn't really know what to do. She was crying out for relief and for spiritual things. And I'd gone into her room. I was surrounded by a couple of staff. And she reached up from her bed, struggling to reach out with her arms out wide. And we embraced. And in my mind, I tried to be a vessel, a channel, open to whatever her needs might have been. And then there in my arms, she expired. What is this life? All I know, and all I can be certain of, that in spite of all the survival skills, wilderness skills, military training bullshit, nothing prepared me for the kind of self-doubt that psychology, psychiatry, and the whole Western medical model of medicine left me reeling in self-doubt. It was of no benefit. Satnam.